We had quite the eyebrow-raising announcement at Gamescom. Our favorite spokesperson for Xbox, Big Phil Spencer, came out with some statements during Gamescom about the announcement of their previously console exclusive Indiana Jones game going multi-platform in 2025. Now, before we start, let's hear what Big Philly had to say, and we'll kind of go into what this means for this multi-platform console going forward.
Going to the PlayStation announcement, obviously last spring, we launched 4 games, 2 of them on the Switch, 4 of them on PlayStation, and we said we're going to learn. We said we'd watch. I think at Showcase, I might have said from our learning, we're going to do more. Mm-hmm. What I see when I look is our franchises are getting stronger. Our Xbox console players are as high this year as they've ever been.
Amazing.
So I look at it and I say, okay, our player numbers are going up for the console platform. Our franchises are as strong as they've ever been. And we run a business. Like, it's definitely true inside of Microsoft. The bar is high for us in terms of the delivery that we have to give back to the company, because we get a level of support from the company that's just amazing in what we're able to go do. So I look at this, how can we make our games as strong as possible? Our platform continues to grow, both on console, on PC, and on cloud. And I think it's just going to be a strategy that works for us. And the last thing I'll probably say is I think as an industry right now, there's a lot of pressure on the industry. It's been growing for a long time, and now people are looking for ways to grow. And I think that us as fans, as players of games, we just have to anticipate there's going to be more change in how some of the traditional ways that games were built and distributed. That's going to change. Right? That's going to change for all of us. But the end result has to be better games that more people can play. If we're not focused on that, I think we're focused on the wrong things. So for us as Xbox, health of Xbox, health of our platform, and our growing games, most important things.
Oh, that sounds perfect. Lovely.
Randy.
Now S-Ring, as I was watching this clip, it made me think about something you said a couple pods ago, where basically you were like, the goal that Xbox has for itself and the goal that Microsoft has for Xbox don't necessarily intertwine in the best of ways. And a lot of it leads back to Microsoft tapping Xbox on the shoulder like, hey, where's my money? I need my money, right? And I know I've joked on Phil Spencer in the past, and I will probably continue to joke on him in the future, but I do think he's a very competent person in his position, right? I'm not going to sit there and say that he's not a smart guy. He is, right? Obviously, he's had the wherewithal and the vision to kind of get Xbox as far as it did after the debacle it had, a couple of previous generation cycles ago. And I know, like, at the end of the day, like you said, we're a business, and a business has to turn profit. So from a financial aspect, from a business aspect, from a corporate aspect, I understand why these moves make sense on paper as far as how do we put our games into the hands of more players to turn a profit for our business. What I keep scratching my head on, and I don't fully understand, and I bring it to y'all, my established podcast brothers, is how does this help Xbox? How does this help Xbox? How does this help Xbox, the system, the company, the brand? How does this help
the ecosystem?
Yes, the ecosystem. How does this help Xbox progress and elevate?
Can you tag me in?
Go ahead.
Can you tag me in? Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Okay. So I was thinking, I'll talk about a number of points. My first point is, you can clearly, now I understand why the message is never clear. It's not because of Xbox, it's because of Xbox and Microsoft. They're saying two different things. The message is never clear. Phil said Indiana Jones is not coming to other platforms. He said that himself. It's not going to PlayStation. Now it's going to PlayStation. Do I call Phil Spencer a liar? At the time, he was telling the truth. But again, I need my money, right? I need my money, right? So now, after that, I started to notice another thing. you say, what would be the point of Game Pass if there's no consoles? Because Phil Spencer stressed console sales. He's stressing console sales, telling us, hey, he says console several times. Guys, listen, consoles. We're still gonna make an Xbox, the next one we make. But I'm at the same time, I'm like, that's not what you're saying, though. That's not what the message isn't clear. Say, because of Activision Blizzard, certain games that were already in development and initially we're going to go to the PlayStation, it doesn't make any sense for us to cut off that channel.
Right.
We're going to allow it to go through and move on from there. Okay, it makes sense. Cuz I'm like, man, you buy this property. Some of the games that were already multi-platform, it's okay to let it go multi-platform. It's okay for Starfield to be multi-platform. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. But if Gears of War, Halo, my thing is, what's the point of Game Pass? You think people are going to pay for a Nintendo shop, PlayStation shop, and say, hey, let me get this totally different subscription and get me some Xbox games on my PlayStation 5? And not only that, this library, if I have a PC and a PlayStation, what am I doing? I'm good to go. I don't need an Xbox. What's the point of having an Xbox if the ecosystem, the software that you're literally making your Xbox for, which is Game Pass, now no longer is needed? What's your point? Because you're not going to be a successful Epic Game Store. No. You guys struggle making your own IPs. You guys aren't the hip. You guys have hip people working for you, but you guys are not. Satya Nadella is not going to take the charge and lead us into creativity. Microsoft does not show us that they can do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. They're not a hip. They're not a hip company. Not when it comes to games.
Like,
not when it comes to games. Yeah. Not even. Like Samsung is a completely different thing, and you think of Samsung and Apple before a Microsoft tablet. Yeah, it's just there. Hey, you want this standard state of the art blue dye soap? It's right there for you. Versus,
that's a fair argument. I remember when the Microsoft Surface was becoming a thing. Like, I honestly didn't know it existed. To your point, and it's an amazing piece of hardware, but I did not know. I wasn't like, oh, I didn't know I could turn my desktop into a laptop into a tablet. For a flat price that's still cheaper than a Mac because there was no advertising. But that's a Microsoft thing, not an Xbox thing. But go ahead.
And even with that, like, there's nothing that they're showing me that our franchises are stronger than ever. Well, you just got them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and another thing is Microsoft. You guys are a business. How soon do you want them to pay you back? You guys are acting like mafia right now. They are part of you. Why don't you just wait it out? Are you gonna build a rocket ship next week? Are you planning to build a rocket ship? It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense because the parent company probably just doesn't value. Oh, okay, we'll let you teens play around. You know what?
Well, I mean, you could also make an argument that maybe they're just not seeing the return that they're looking for, right? It's like, if I'm looking at this from the business aspect, right? You just convinced me not so many months ago to allow you to spend billions, not millions, billions, acquiring this company because you're telling me, hey, the long-term investment is going to pan out for us financially. But when I'm looking at my fiscal reports, I'm looking at my quarterly reports, we're still behind Sony. We're still behind Nintendo.
So now
billions.
Yeah, you're right. And here's the thing, right? Here's another thing that they need to understand. What was the point of letting Tango Games go if you were going to go third party anyway? You see why the messages, the mission statement, the messages don't make sense? You see my problem? I'm like, if you guys are going to go third party, why'd you get rid of Tango Games?
Announce a merger, announce, hey, we're, with our blessing, we're allowing Tango Games to be but they'll still make, Hi-Fi Rush 2 and it'll be a timed Xbox exclusive.
And at this point, I don't have the patience anymore to wait for Final Fantasy 16 to come on Xbox. Wukong is coming out on Xbox. You know what I got it on?
PS5.
PS5.
Yeah.
I don't have to wait.
Yeah.
I don't need to wait. If y'all don't know what y'all doing with this platform, let me hurry up and build my Metropolis PC.
Yeah.
Get my little Cybertronian cooling fans, dog, with the cyberpunk LED lights, two-sided desk, and call it a day, man.
Yeah.
And call it, and I don't have to make an investment for another 10 years.
And the thing that's weird
every 5 if I want.
To your point is like, they keep talking about the Xbox games being time exclusives going out to the other platforms. What about these other platforms and games coming to Xbox? Right? You spoke about Final Fantasy 16. I'm like, bro, y'all still didn't get Final Fantasy 7 remake.
We don't even have Genshin Impact.
I don't. There's
we
no
got it now. Got it now. But people they were taking like, Xbox, y'all say y'all want to make bread. There's other games that y'all could already have placed on the X. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's no. It's literally we're watching discourse. This is prime evidence. An unclear message. Discourse. There's discourse in the office because one person, Satya Nadella's tweeting this thing. People are going back to Microsoft. Phil Spencer, Phil, Satya Nadella's just, oh no, don't worry about it. And Satya Nadella, no, that's exactly what I said. And it's just not looking good. You still have a lot of unanswered questions. Mm-hmm. Okay, why in that statement say Xbox? Okay, you're obviously still focused. For me, Microsoft, you've already created a tree. You proved your point that Game Pass is possible, right? Now what you need to do, right? You already have your deal with Amazon. Now Game Pass is gonna come with Amazon, right? Mm-hmm. And new Amazon television. So it's because they want to see their investments within a certain period of time. But my thing is, these companies, they technically don't have to get their money that fast. They can wait. These guys can wait. But again, that's a separate story. If the vision isn't clear, sometimes it just won't be followed. And that's my whole thing with this Microsoft thing. It's like, okay, Game Pass is gonna drastically suffer if you go third party.
I mean, it depends. Because
think about it.
It depends on what they incorporate.
What can you incorporate? What are you going to incorporate that makes low price, but the price of game the price of one game is already $70, right? So you're going to pay more money to have more people purchase Game Pass. Now I have $50 worth of games. 100 games for $50? Okay. Mm-hmm. But nobody's getting Game Pass because it's going to PC now. I might as well just get Steam. Steam is a superior marketplace. And if those games go to Steam day one, what is the point of your Xbox? A lot of people have their Xboxes because my library's still there, right? Apple has my library of all the music that I have from high school. Mm-hmm. I can go back and get an updated album cover for my Nelly album that I had on my iPod with the digitized iPod, but it was a legit purchase. You understand? Not even with Xbox being on PC, it's not like all my Xbox games are going to translate within a stitch. No, it's going to be probably 5 or 3 of everything that I own. And you think that's cool? None of my save transfer? You think I want to waste all that time playing? It's not wasting time, but I don't have the time anymore to go back in that library, get the achievements again. No.
I mean, it does feel that maybe Xbox is trying to go for that Apple feel in the gaming market, where they're looking for synchronicity across platforms, right? Where it's like when the inevitable mobile Xbox on the go system drops, right? That you'll be able to seamlessly play from your system at home to your system on the go to a PC at your sister's house, right? And it'll all be through Xbox. Like, I think that's the ultimate goal.
I think that should be the focus. Not because now if you go third party, you also lose the current Xbox fans you have because you went third party.
Yeah.
You saw how that went, right? You saw how that went. Well, if you don't want to play in an Xbox One, just play your 360.
Yep.
Peace. That same energy. Peace. You're going to have nobody on the platform. People, oh man, millions of people have already quitted their Game Pass and they're going to go on Steam. Yeah. I'm gonna sell my library to a third world country person, and they'll pay a lump sum. My account, people sells their accounts on
Of course.
eBay, right?
Yeah.
So I'll sell my account, do the total, get my money, start over again,
Yeah.
and just make it a P. Oh, by the way, most of the games are only going to cost $700 because those games are 99 cents now.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto is technically free.
There'll be a bundle
on PC.
sale. Yeah, there'll be some incentive that allows you to get the game at a more affordable cost.
Way more affordable cost. And guess what? My buddy can give it to me if he wanted to on a CD-ROM. Then what?
Yeah. Plus, you're able to tap into the modding community and all types of dope things that entice gamers. Tim, you got any thoughts on none?
I was casually waiting for you guys to pass on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I said, I don't think Phil Spencer's a dumb guy. I think he's smart. I think, obviously, you could tell that he was picking his words very carefully.
Very carefully, because if he says third party,
dunzo, right? And it's like, I think he's aware of, like, I know how this is coming across to the loyal Xbox fan base, right? I'm sure he reads the tweets like anybody else. I'm sure he's sitting there like, they're still wondering where their Marvel vs. Capcom port is. They still don't have a release date for Marvel Black Myth Wukong on Xbox. And the one exclusive that we do have is coming to PlayStation. Like, it's just like, well, if again, and
they're gonna get a perfect version.
Yeah, and then the thing is, like, even in the spirit of like healthy console wars, like, I also am aware that Xbox players, they're not dumb. You know what I'm saying? They're not someone who's going to be like, we're blind loyalists. We're going to stay on board no matter what.
They've advanced. Yeah. They've advanced. The echo chambers made them think, you know what? That doesn't make any sense. You got Homer Simpson now about to apply to college. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to be duped again.
Yeah.
And he passing his courses. Yeah. So now, you know what I'm saying?
And it doesn't help that, yeah, sure, but PlayStation might be struggling this year, but it doesn't help that these other companies are like, hey, it's a lot more fun on this side. Come join us.
And I'll say one more thing. You do go third party. It's just going to last 2 years. All that for 2 years of success. I'm telling you. Because it's just going to be on the hype. You're going to get more subscribers. Then people are going to be like, wait, but Steve.
Yeah.
But.
Especially when Steam Decks become a little bit more affordable.
But okay, so if the Xbox games are going to be on the PlayStation, so are the PlayStation games going to Xbox?
Never in your life.
No.
Never.
No.
Sony would rather watch their game crash or fail before they make an Xbox game.
They rather sell Sony Interactive to Korea. Kim Jong and before they give it to you, are you crazy? This is a competition.
They'll let remake parts sell one copy before they let it go multi-platform.
And the reason why I'm also torn is because you think Sony's not going to charge you guys $100 plus for internet to play. Oh, they will. There's no. Oh.
Listen, I've spoken about this. There's no misconception here. I've had
they're not
from a PlayStation 1 when my memory card was $24 the entire time. No matter how old the PlayStation got, I know what I signed up for as a Sony fan. So it is what it is. You deal with the pros and cons when it comes to the company you support. But we do have to move on. But I do feel like I just don't understand how this in any way, form, or fashion inspires brand loyalty in Xbox in 2024.
It's killing it. It's killing the miss, and it's killing it in so many ways because now the message is not clear. It's like that poison meter. When you get poisoned in a video game and your life bar is just dwindling, you may not die from a powerful attack, but because you don't have any life boost anymore, no potions, unless you kill that boss, good luck.
Boy, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll be here to report on it. So
if we start a pod and all you see is a tombstone, and
we gotta.
I left. I'm done with the
Photoshop. S Rank's face on like one of those like when a recruit joins a team and he gets drafted and he just takes off the Xbox hat and puts on the PC hat. It's like, guys. I've switched. I converted.
Oh, just do it like the Miami draft, like LeBron James.
Yeah.
Coming to Miami. Just do it like that.